So the Nyathi family posted saying that they think buying a car was a big mistake because ever since they bought the car, they are facing some challenges. According to the comment section, people have different opinions about what this post was saying, but most people are saying the biggest mistake that these kids made was not getting financial literacy. Because I think Vanava, they really need guidance. They need someone to really help them manage their finances. Because when you are not good at managing your finances, it can look like you're going forward when you're actually going backwards. In some countries, you see that when a person wins lotto and becomes a millionaire, they actually get counseling and then they get advice from financial advisors on how they should spend their money, how they should do things and all that. It's because it's never easy for mono angasingawani kuti obangotanga kuwana mari yakawanda. A few weeks ago, they stated that they are now earning approximately $25,000 per month from Facebook only, of which these are people who are monetized on other platforms like YouTube, which means there is more money that they get there as well. So overall, they might actually be earning over 30K per month. That is before, of course, Facebook reduced the money that they pay per view now. So maybe it might not be 25,000 anymore, I don't know. But however, I do think that these kids, they need someone who really help them and guide them financially as they make their decisions. It's unfortunate that their manager walked away. He said he had other commitments too, and he stated that he was not paid. He was doing the service for free, which is really something that I don't think was a good idea, because they need muno for that service. They need a professional person, not a mukoma or whoever not trust, but they need a professional person who will come and advise them accordingly, because buying a car itself, it's a big commitment. And for them to buy such an expensive car, and Vasiri well aware of how the costs surrounding the whole thing. Because motor ungotenge motor ine zvakawanda zvainoda, it needs to be serviced, it needs like zvemtero, all that stuff. There is a lot of stuff that is required. And then per fuel as well. Fuel consumption is something to consider. Because there are some people who buy big cars and then they can't afford to drive that car anymore because it's too expensive to drive around with the car. So you end up seeing a person who has a nice car but it's parked at home and they're using public transport because of that. So these kids, they need help. And the other challenge that I've noticed with the Nyathi family is that avadiku zirwa. They think they know it all. They think they are now so well up there that vanongozvitira zvinhu zvavo vega havaudzirwe pamari yavo and all that. Yes, maybe the way people will be now talking to them, advising them, they advise them vachizoitawo ngemabharanzi, but they really need to look at the advice that they get from people, because the advice that they'll be getting sometimes it's really sound advice and inonzwisisika, especially when they bought the car. Some people were happy vachivati vatenga a brand new car, vachitoseka anataiti kuti hanzi anataiti vakatenga second hand car. But what Anataiti did in this circumstance here, it's actually better to buy a car that you can afford isiri zvezvikwereti wongotenga mota yacho ozvipedza than kuti unenge wakuita zvikwereti wapinda nezvakawanda wanda, and the car yacho they don't have licenses, they are learning to drive right now. So it was better for them to buy maybe a smaller car, a cheaper car, a good second-hand car, as they're learning to drive and all that. Because right now they might not even be driving that car, someone else is using the car. And that mentality of them thinking that the problems are coming from having a car, they need to be to see that it's not about the car, but it's about the decisions, overall decisions that they're making. Because as it is as well, if you look at it, some of the decisions that they've been making, like not having a real manager, a PR person, that's what they need. Because posting that post that they put to say that my problems are Rwanda ever since they got the car. That was a bad move as well. They are letting the enemy know and celebrate. And we are Africans. Kune varoi kunzoko. That's why vakuru vaiti dzimwe nzendo reva emadzoka. Vakazi chavo, they know back then, you'd not even announce a pregnancy. You'd not announce it. Inozongooneka painenge yaoneka. But these days now, I guess it's different. People are now just showing off their bellies and all that on social media in the name of content, which is a personal choice yavo. But then when things start happening, you really have to reflect and you have to consider that maybe you shouldn't have said what you said. There is a reason why vachiti a salary, you don't share your salary kuti ichi, and kuti haufanire kutaura even how much you pay rent, kuti those things are private. It's because of that zvinokudaidzira vavengi, zvinokumutsira dzimwe mhepo dzisiri necessary. So I do hope the Nyathi family takes into consideration the advice that they've been getting from many people to fix the main problem, that they need a mature person, a professional who will guide them accordingly, someone that they pay. Because ibasa hombe, they can't have someone come and do it for free. Pange bashuda kuti munhu abhadharwe because ibasa. They need a manager, a real manager who will help kuti zvifambe. I do hope my problems avanopera, because it's really part of life. We all face problems, we all face challenges, and these are young kids. They have a child, they have another baby on the way, and then dealing with the challenges of life in general, marriage itself, and then parenthood and all that. It's a lot to take in. And these are people in their early 20s, vana vadiki. So I hope they'll overcome these challenges and then come through and prosper in the end. Thank you for listening, guys. I hope you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.